I teach English at Brooksby. The book that I particularly enjoy is Skellig by David Almond. I enjoy it because of its mixture of fantasy and realism. The story is about Michael, a boy who, when he moves home, discovers in the garage, which is full of junk, a strange creature, part human, part beast. With a new friend called Mina, he helps Skellig, and in doing so, this changes his life forever. I'm going to read an extract from near the start of the book when Michael brings food to Skellig. "You must be stupid," I told myself. "You must be going round the stupid bend." I looked up at the blackbird on the garage roof and saw how it's opened its yellow beak so wide as it sang. I saw the sheens of gold and blue where the early light shone on its black. I switched on the torch, took a deep breath, and stepped inside. The scuttling and scratching started. Something skittered across my foot, and I nearly dropped the food. I came to the tea chest and shone the torch behind. "You again?" he squeaked. "Thought you gone away." "I've brought something," I said. He opened his eyes and looked at me. "Aspirin," I said, "and number 27 and 53. Spring rolls and pork char siu." He laughed, but he didn't smile. "Not as stupid as you look," he squeaked. I held the takeaway tray across the tea chest towards him. He took it in his hand, but he started to wobble, and I had to take it back again. "No strength," he squeaked. I squeezed between the tea chests. I squatted down beside him. I held the tray up and shone the torch onto the food. He dipped his finger in. He licked his finger and groaned. He stuck his finger in again and hooked a long, slimy string of bean sprouts and sauce. He stuck his tongue out and licked. He slurped out pieces of pork and mushrooms. He shoved the spring rolls into his mouth. The red sauce trickled down from his lips, down over his chin onto his black jacket. "Ah," he said. "Ooh." He sounded like he was loving it, or he was in pain, or both those things together. I held the tray closer to his chin. He dipped and licked and groaned. His fingers were twisted and stunted. His knuckles were swollen. "Put the aspirin in," he said. I put 2 aspirin in the sauce, and he picked them out and swallowed them. He belched and belched. His hand slipped to his side again. His head slumped back against the wall. "Food of the gods," he whispered. 27 and 53. I put the tray down on the floor beside him and shone the torch on him. There were hundreds of tiny creases and cracks all over his pale face. A few fine, colourless hairs grew on his chin. The red sauce below his lips was like congealed blood. When he opened his eyes again, I saw the tiny red veins like a dark net across the whites of his eyes. There was a smell of dust, old clothes, dry sweat. "Had a good look," he whispered. "Where are you from?" "Nowhere." "They'll clear all this out. What will you do?" "Nothing." "What will you—" "Nothing, nothing, nothing."